In today's video, we're dabbling with Disney for the very first time. But will we like it? There'll be colossal castles, drones and dragons, and of course, perfect princesses. If you don't know us, I'm Rachel, he's Wills, and we are Postcard and a Pint. Go on, where are you?
We're in Disneyland Paris.
We certainly are, and we've got one day to see as much as we can. We're also meeting up with my niece Ella, who works here. We've been told to meet her by the Mickey Mouse fountain. Well, there's a fountain. That's Mickey. I think we've got the right place. The day might be a bit gloomy, but we're all smiles and can't wait to get in. And there's Ella. She's not made an appearance on Postcard and a Pint since Searching for Christmas in London last year, but I think we'll be seeing more of her later. There are two parks at Disneyland Paris. We decided on Disney Studios for the morning, as Ella would be working in Disneyland Park in the afternoon. Now let's find ourselves our first ride.
We're queuing for our first ride. It's the Avengers something. I think it's a coaster. We don't really know.
Yes, in true Postcard and a Pint style, we've done zero homework.
Energizing.
Well, would you look at that? Iron Man speaks fluent French. Go on, my son.
Retractable panels analysed.
We think the gist of it is, heroes are wanted to save the world. Are you up for it, Rach? Good girl, that'll soon be you flying through the universe. At this point, we discovered there was a Disney app. This will show you maps of the parks, wait times on rides, and a whole load of other stuff. But enough of that. Right now, we've a universe to save. Off they go. Well, they obviously failed as they've disappeared. Step forward, the professionals.
That was so good. My mascara is down here somewhere, so sorry for the black eyes. I've only ever been on one dark roller coaster, which was the Black Hole in Alton Towers. That was like the Black Hole on steroids.
And have you been on the Black Hole, Will?
That really was one of the best roller coasters we've been on. It was just like the Black Hole. I was a little bit disappointed at first, but when we got on, I had the GoPro in my hand. She said, no, you must put it in your bag. I thought, oh, that's not fair. But I'm glad I did, because I wouldn't have been able to hold on to it. That was fab.
I'm not gonna lie, we know nothing about Marvel except for Ryan Reynolds, but this was an impressive display. Now to find our next ride. We quite fancied Spider-Man, but Ella had suggested Tower of Terror, so we said goodbye to the Marvel Avengers campus, glad that we'd saved the world. Ooh, that looks spooky. Again, we didn't know what to expect, but it was around this time that I developed my first Disney disease.
Now, everyone's got ears on, and I'm getting a little bit of ear envy. I never thought I'd say this, but I think I may need some Disney ears. I'm going to look around and see what I think will suit me.
Yep, I had a bad case of ear envy. And Will's, your problem?
The only problem with these rides is the queuing time. This one reckons about 85 minutes.
Yes, Will's was suffering from an acute bout of Disney feet. But back to the Tower of Terror and its 80-minute wait. The story goes like this. Classic stars of the silver screen sought rest and relaxation at the Hollywood Tower Hotel. It was a glamorous and opulent place, but on a stormy Halloween night in 1939, 5 unlucky souls disappeared from the hotel's doomed elevator. And guess who's next? Did you survive?
Just being in the Tower of Terror.
That was so much fun.
That was great fun. I felt like my poo went back up inside
You
me.
can't say that.
No, I'm sorry, I can't, but I did. That was really cool though. It was up and down and up and down, free falling type
Didn't
thing.
know what we were going into,
But it was good fun. It was worth the wait, just. Yeah, it was, yeah.
It was a really great ride and so well themed. With it fast approaching Halloween, all the more spooky. We had a short wander, but by now we were hungry, so decided to auction off a kidney each and buy lunch. There were a lot of choices on the park, but we just wanted fast service and fast food, so we could get back out onto the rides. That'll do. And to be fair, it was pretty darn good, although you could get a flight to Ibiza for the same price. But we're only here once, so we're going to soak up the atmosphere and enjoy. We loved these caricatures as much as we loved the American theming. You could almost forget it was a wet day in Paris. But what's this? Mickey is magicking out the sun. Go on that mouse. We quite fancied to go on Crush, but the queue was massive. We only had 20 minutes before we were meeting up with Ella on her lunch break. We love a bit of Toy Story, and I recognise those two characters from the intro. Cheers! We wandered down to Ratatouille, but unfortunately that ride was closed today. This area of the park feels like a Parisian street and is home to Bistro Chez Remy, which does have great reviews. Will stuck his head in, but it looked a bit posh for us. On we walked through the world of Pixar, Everything looked fun, but apart from Crush, nothing really took our fancy. This looked fun, but we wanted fast and thrilling rides. And to be honest, Slinky Dog just didn't cut it. Disney are currently expanding Disney Studios, and Frozen Land will be behind this food truck. It hopes to be open either 2024 or 2025. But no wine right now, as it's time to meet.
It's Ella.
Been on the helium, Rach? We decided to go on Crush all together. Now, I'm not saying anything, but when you've got a cast member with you, the wait time doesn't feel quite as long as normal. Once again, it's brilliantly themed with all your favourite characters from Finding Nemo. Then you board your turtle and you're away. It was great fun, and we'll review that ride later. But now it was time for us to leave Disney Studios and make our way across to Disneyland Park and see if we could squeeze a few more rides in before Ella's lunch break finished. Thanks Disney Studios for a really fun morning. But now it was time to see iconic Disney. We made our way down Main Street, admiring all of the Halloween decorations. But what everyone wants to see when they visit Disney isn't spooky little fellas. It is, of course, the Sleeping Beauty Castle. Beautiful. Next, we went off in search of the Indiana Jones ride, as Wills likes to think he is Indiana Jones.
I am Indiana Jones.
In your dreams, kid. Anyway, we went, we found it, and it was shut, so you're not today. We decided to try our luck instead at Hyperspace Mountain, as this is a Disney classic. Once again, it didn't feel like we were queuing for long at all. It's definitely the company we're keeping now. This ride is now called Star Wars Hyperspace Mountain, and your mission this time is to spy on an Imperial Star Destroyer. You'll be telling us next, Wills, it's just like the black hole. We'll review this one later too. Ella had about 15 minutes of her lunch break left, and the Buzz Lightyear wait time was short, so we decided...
We're just going on Buzz Lightyear. Woo!
And as you know, we like a bit of Toy Story. The theming was great once again. This is one of those slow rides where you shoot things as you go around. And of course, it was slow enough for Wills to film. I, of course, took it very seriously, as I have all my missions so far today. Look at my impressive score so far. In the car behind us, Ella's score was somewhere around 100,000 by now, but she works here, so I'm taking the win today, however cutely you flash your thingy. We said goodbye to Ella as she had to go and turn into a princess. We decided that we needed to see the Sleeping Beauty Castle and visit inside. The fairy tale castles that grace every Disney park are inspired by Neuschwanstein Castle in Bavaria, thanks to artist Herb Ryman. Today, it's a huge Instagram spot. And ears! I still haven't found my ears! We went inside and climbed up to the first floor. We loved the forest-like interior and enjoyed the stained glass telling the story of Sleeping Beauty. Now you've ridden some rides, let's have some reviews, please.
We've just done a hard afternoon of coaster riding with Ella, but she's gone back to work right now. Let's give you a little review. So the first one we did was Crush. That was good, I really enjoyed it. It started off slow, it's all themed on Crush the turtle from Finding Nemo. Started off slow, thought this is not going to be so good. Oh my god, it was really great once it got going. It was really fast, it span round, and I loved it.
Wills, did you enjoy it? Was it anything like the black hole?
Yep, I think I'll have to agree. That was a really good one too. Started off a bit disappointed to begin with, but then it was a dark coaster. In fact, most of the ones we've been on this afternoon have been dark coasters. I haven't been on one of those for years. You know, the black hole and Alton Towers, but it was ace.
I knew it, but then...
Just around this corner, I found something that I think Wills will really like.
No idea what it is. Let's go take a look.
And just like that, Wills found the Disney magic.
It's beginning to look a lot like...
Is it it's a stuff?
Is it? Oh, blimey, we're going in. Whoa. Okay, I said we weren't going to buy anything. We needed a Disneyland Christmas decoration.
Have you ever seen anyone's face light up like that? You truly are your mother's son. And we'll remember Dame Mags off Flint as we hang this on the tree this year. Fast and thrilling coasters are great, but give Wills a Christmas tree and something to hang on it, and he's happy. Disneyland Paris is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year. This is the Dream and Shine Brighter show to celebrate this occasion.
I wanna get to your clothes, gotta get it right now. I wanna push
All your favourite characters are dressed in their new iridescent costumes created just for this show. The parade floats were so colourful, and that Disney magic was in the air. Wills was trying to get a good shot of Woody. I was trying to get a good shot of the dancers. The energy was fantastic, and the cast certainly delivered on their themes of laughter, passion and dreams. It was all so very nice and very Disney. What a colourful show! Oh, Wills, have you got a Woody now? Excellent. Andy loves you. There's a central stage where the different characters do their routines, whilst the parade floats transport the other characters around the edges. It was a lot of fun. I can see right through you, Mr. Genie. We were thoroughly enjoying our day and had felt the Disney magic. Sadly, we both had severe cases of Disney feet now and went in search of a sit-down and a beer. If such a thing exists in Disney.
Disney beer stop, we're knackered.
Cheers! Review your afternoon.
Next we wanted to go onto the Indiana Jones ride because Wills thinks he's Indiana Jones.
I am Indiana Jones.
Anyway, it was shut. We then tried to go on to the big Thunder Mountain train ride. We got there, that was shut as well. Being a family member of a cast member, you get certain perks. And put it this way, had we booked this and paid full whack, I'd have been quite annoyed at the amount of stuff shut today. Anyway, we finally found one that was open. It was Hyperspace Star Wars, which is another dark coaster. It was really good. It was a bit more rickety than the one we did this morning, the Avengers one. But it shook your bones. It was brilliant. Loved it.
And Wills, of course, likened it to the Black Hole, which incidentally closed down in 2005. You need to get over it, Wills. We were now by Pirates of the Caribbean, and even though it looked great, we wanted to head back to the main street to get a good spot for the parade.
We better stick together, let's come whatever.
That reminds me, I still haven't got my ears.
Living quick in the wild, gotta get it right now.
I went for sequin and a glitter bow. Go on, tell us.
I got some.
I'm not gonna lie, they made me very happy and put a spring in my step. Well, it was that or the beer we just had was stronger than we thought, and don't worry, I passed on a princess dress. Now I was completely Disney, it was time to watch Ella at work. We grabbed our spot and decided to do another ride review. Go on.
The next ride we went on to was the Buzz Lightyear.
Oh yeah, shoot 'em up.
Really fun. It's one of those slow roller coasters where you go around, you shoot targets,
Laser guns.
yeah, and you get points. I have to say, I did better than you.
I'll have to say the only reason I came last out of the three of us is because I was doing bits of filming. Otherwise, I'd have won, obviously.
Yeah, right. Ella behind us smashed us both by about 100,000.
Whatever.
And anticipation grew for the parade. Everyone was waiting to see their favourite characters. Then they arrived. We had the Genie, Alice, Pinocchio, Geppetto, Bert and Mary Poppins leading the way, all singing and dancing along the street. The parade is called Stars on Parade, and on the first parade float was everyone's favourite mice, Mickey and Minnie. This parade takes place daily, usually at 5:30 p.m. Ah, Toy Story. Are you going to get another Woody, Wills? Of course you are. Good man. This parade float was cool, with Buzz Lightyear riding on top. All right there, Buzz. Sometimes Ella dances the role of Voodoo Girl, but not today. This parade float is called Adventure and houses the characters from Jungle Book and The Lion King. Next comes Fantasy, with Captain Hook and Smee on a giant skull. The New World Parade float is your underwater float with all your favourites from Finding Nemo. Hiya, Crush. Nice to see you again. This next one was so impressive. It's witchcraft, and a fire-breathing dragon takes you into the world of Maleficent and the Sleeping Beauty. So far, this has definitely been our favourite. Until the parade float Romance, celebrating all the Disney princesses. Aren't they beautiful? Now, due to a slight mishap, we were on the wrong side of the road to see Ella. We'd asked her if she was on the driver's side or the passenger side, and she said passenger. She obviously meant French car, and all we saw was the back of her head. The back of her head did a great job, though. Last in the parade is Wonder, with Elsa and Anna from Frozen. Olaf was great, riding Sven the reindeer. And then come Elsa and Anna in their castle made of ice. That was the end of the parade, so we decided to follow it up Main Street to see if we could get more of a view of Ella. It was busy. Nope, still just the back of her head. Then, Merida paid us a visit. It had been our first Disney parade, and we know that the parades in the USA and Japan are bigger and more lavish, but this had been just fine for us.
The parade was amazing, super proud of Ella. I can't tell you which one she is. They were all lovely. Cinderella was lovely, Rapunzel was lovely. My favourite was definitely Merida.
Now, I'd asked my sister Ruth what we could get Ella to say thank you for all the perks we'd received that day. Her answer was, feed her. So whilst we waited for Ella, we had a look in the shops. We didn't buy anything. Our burger, chips and a beer had wiped us out. One last look outside. Then we met Ella as she'd now finished for the day. What a lovely day we'd had. We were now off to the Disney Village to fill Ella up with pasta and garlic bread. After all, she's worked hard today.
She's put in a shift. It's time for some Italian. Yay.
It was most delicious and well received by all. Cheers! Vapiano in Disney Village, Paris is highly recommended. Just before Ella headed home for the night, she put us back in the park as we really wanted to see the drone show and fireworks. It was looking very, very busy.
Bye, Ella. We've come back in the park to see the drone show and the fireworks. Well, maybe not fireworks, but projections or whatever.
It's still really busy.
It's heaving. It took us ages to get in, but it looks pretty. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's go see if it's a bit busy. Actually, I don't even know if we'll get down there. Let's give it a go. Bye.
So, top tip, if you want a front row seat for this, get there early. To be honest, for the drone show, the view is good anywhere. But for Disney Dreams, which is all video projection on the castle, you need a good view. Enjoy. The Disney D-Light Show was created especially for the 30th anniversary of Disneyland Paris. It's an absolutely amazing drone display and was named Best Live Entertainment 2022 by Park World Excellence Awards. Having watched Wills learn to fly our drone and seeing the many near crashes we had, this synchronised display is mind-blowing. It makes a magical castle even more magical. Then it was time for fireworks. With incredibly clever video projection, the story of Peter Pan's shadow being captured by Captain Hook and the quest to find it and defeat evil is played out on the castle. All accompanied by exciting fireworks and classic Disney tunes. It was stunning, but for this show, I did wish we were closer to the castle. The use of lasers was really effective. Then it was time for the big finish as Tinker Bell's magic had been restored to the second star to the right. That was wonderful. I just wish I was 6'3".
That was fab. Couldn't see half of it.
I didn't see any of it.
Oh well, it was still pretty good.
That's a sad mouse, and probably a tired mouse. And these crazy fools were just arriving, as there was a Halloween party on. Thanks for the Disney magic. See you at home. We're back. We made it. The ears and everything arrived back. I absolutely love them. They're absolutely great. Disney. What did you think?
We had a really good time.
We did.
I think we've decided it's not a day.
No.
It's not a place you go to for a day.
No. Alton Towers. Yes.
Yeah.
You can do that one in a day.
Did I mention I've been on the Black Hole in Alton
Just
Towers?
900 times.
Okay.
But yeah, Disney, I'd say probably 3 days.
At least.
And Ella said, she said the rides were so much quieter in February, March. Apparently, she said it was a Spanish holiday and there were loads of Spanish tourists there and the wait times were pretty long. But it was good.
We had a really good time.
Some of the best coasters I've been on. Yeah, I know people will be going, oh my God, in America there's this and in Japan there's that. There's probably loads better ones around the world.
I just wish we could have shown you video from the rides, but you're not allowed to take your
that
cameras
first
on.
one,
It's just as well you did.
you'd have lost it. I think my favourite ride was the first one we did, the Avengers, whatever that was called.
Yeah.
That was absolutely great. Tower of Terror
that was good fun.
Was good because I had no idea.
It always goes up and down and up and down and up and down.
And yeah, you popped out the top at one point. Yeah, it was really great. It was a good day. It definitely wasn't about the rides.
No, it wasn't.
It was about the experience. It was lovely seeing Ella do her thing. And if you are going to Disneyland Paris, she's only got a week left.
Yeah.
And she's coming home and going on to other jobs. Get a cruise ship, Ella. We like cruise ships.
People watch the cruise ship videos.
We'll come and visit you there.
Yeah.
So if you would like this video, that would be lovely.
And hit subscribe. And by the way, subscribing is free, you know. You just hit the button. That's all you do. It doesn't cost you a penny. You just,
anything
just
at
do
all.
that and it's still helpful.
And we're going to do
leave a comment.
Yeah, we're going to do a cheers. We're going to do as a little bit of a tribute today.
Yeah, I'd like to dedicate this to my mum, who sadly passed away last week. And to be honest, it's been a rubbish few weeks.
Yeah.
But she watched these videos every Sunday. And unfortunately, she didn't get to see the Paris one last week.
She's watching from up there.
She's watching from up there.
Yeah.
So I'm sure she's in there nagging your mum and dad somewhere.
So I'd like to say a big cheers to your
Cheers to me, mum.
Cheers to your mum. And as we say in Postcard and a Pint,
cheers to the good times. What's the difference between Bing Crosby and Walt Disney?
I don't know.
Bing sings, but Walt Disney.
Ugh.